Hi guys, Mike Moo here. I'm going to go ahead and unbox and talk about the Insta360 X2 Ultimate Kit. Whether or not it is the ultimate kit for you, or whether or not you should think about getting some other kit choices that are available down in my link below. Hi, I'm Mike Moo. I'm a tech reviewer here on YouTube, and I talk about tech just about every single day. Now, I apologize for not being able to post videos on a weekly basis. As you can see, I've recently moved and I'm still getting things set up here. If you're interested in videos like this, please subscribe down below. Thanks. I have made at least one video about the Insta360 One X, and at the time, I decided that it wasn't quite right for me. It wasn't the perfect 360 camera at the time, and I got a lot of slack for it. A lot of people really disliked the video. They just thought that I was being a little bit too harsh. Well, looks like being harsh actually pays off, because Insta360, of course, came out with version 2. Version 2 is everything that should have been in version 1. No surprise there, right? So, in my opinion, as of right now, in September 2021, I think this is the best Insta360 camera in its price range and category, which is under the $1,000 price point that you should consider if you're going to get a 360 camera. Now, there are, of course, various different versions you get. You can get the bare camera, which runs for $430 retail, or $414, and that basically includes the camera, and that's about it. If you use my link down below, you get a selfie stick with it as well. Now, this is the ultimate kit. I've tried a few different kits, and I've ultimately, no pun intended, decided to get the ultimate kit because it includes something that was not available in a lot of the kits that were out there or around at this time. That's primarily the extra battery pack. All right, so this is the ultimate kit. I just want to show you a little bit about what's inside. And as you can see, if you look in the box, there is, of course, the Insta360 One X Mark II, and that's over here. And then you get a very important thing called the lens cap. And this lens cap is probably about a $10 value, and I highly recommend it. It's not in this little box here. The lens cap is actually over here in this box. This little kit right over here. The lens cap is something that you definitely want to get. If you only get the $430 kit, this is something you're going to want to get. This runs about, I believe, $15, and it's definitely a must-have. If you get a kit that doesn't come with this, definitely get it. This slides right on top of the actual 360 itself, like so, and it fits it and protects it perfectly. You'll want to keep the lens protected because that's not something that is really user replaceable. You have to send it in, and if you get it all scratched up, that obviously affects your image quality over time. And this is the best solution that I've seen. In fact, it's so good that I actually bought this for the Theta Z1, and it fits that thing pretty well as well. So that slides in like so. And this is also backwards compatible with the Insta360 One X, the regular one. All right, so it comes with that, and that is, let's see how much value that is, 1X2 cap or case. It also comes with a separate case, but this one is a $5 value. Okay, so that's $5. I'm going to go down the list what I think of some of the things that are very, very important to have. Another is the extra battery, all right? This comes with one battery, of course, when you get it, and the reason why you want to get this is because the Insta360 One X2 battery is a little bit hard to find right now. This one comes with 2 batteries, which should last most people who don't only shoot 360 videos about one whole day. This is the only one that is certified to be waterproof, all right? You slide this into the 360 One X2, that will retain the waterproofness on the actual camera itself. If you get a third party, you get a lot cheaper, but it's just not going to go ahead and waterproof that. So that's very important. Plus, when you get OEM batteries, they typically tend to last a lot longer than the third party batteries. So you get 2 of these. Very important, unique in this case is that you get a battery charger. All right, so this battery charger is a fast charger, and it actually charges faster than if you actually plug it into the 360 One X2. You can stick it in there, use a USB-C, I believe it's a PD kit, and it will charge all 3 batteries up at the same time. A little bit bulkier than I want it to be, but it's very sturdy, and I believe if you get this separately, it is 50 bucks. So let me see, battery charger. Right now, it is, yeah, it's $50 just for the fast charge hub. So that's also very important. Now the case that you also get included, which is the battery case, actually also has a little slot for you to stick in a micro SD card. And that's useful because sometimes you forget or you want to put a backup. It's there, backup along with your battery pack, and that works out quite nicely. They give you a regular USB-A to USB-C cable, so maybe this is not a PD compatible charger, but definitely want to use a QC3 charger with it. In this kit, I don't believe it comes with a USB adapter, so you'll want to get that separately. So that's one thing that's missing. In the Ultimate kit, you get a 64 gigabyte micro SD card that it works perfectly well with the One X2. It's basically a U3 card, which means that it's going to be able to record that 5.7K video storage as needed. All right, in here, you also get a selfie stick. This is the standard selfie stick that they've actually had for the One X version, I guess the one and also the original. It's very sturdy, it's completely made of metal, and actually because it extends like so, you can't actually bring this to a lot of theme parks, unfortunately. So keep that in mind. Now you'll see that this can be extended even further because there's actually a 1/4 inch screw-in slot over here, and that actually helps you expand if you get a rotating bullet time kit. You can attach it to this piece right here and do a bullet time, but what they include in this kit instead is the newer version, which is the string. This is more portable. I don't think it's necessarily better, but it's definitely more portable. I don't know about you, but I don't really do a lot of 360 bullet times. And this is a neat, nice little accessory because it ensures that if you ever did want to have one, to do a 360 bullet time, where you attach the camera on here and you swing it around like a maniac, to record some interesting bullet times that are fairly unique even today. You don't see a whole lot of people doing these. And for instance, I've had the 360 One X, and I think at most I've done two dozen of those. Flying around, they're kind of fun to look at later on in time, but really not something that I create all the time. So this is basically on a string. And I think this requires a little bit more planning because you're swinging this thing around, and if you're not used to swinging around a camera, you could potentially hit something with your camera. You definitely don't want that, right? So they include this, and I believe this is a $30 value. Let me see here. It's a 360 bullet time. Now, if you don't mind traveling with a little bit more bulk, you can get the other kit. There's another kit that basically has, it's called the Insta360 handle with a tripod stand function, and that's $40 separately by itself. And that you can actually attach to your selfie stick. So it's like an add-on kit that you stick on here. I actually prefer that to this. But this is definitely more portable, and actually it's only a $20 value that it adds to the kit. Inside here, we have microfiber lens cloth. You got 2 little stickers here to advertise Insta360. You got the warranty information. You got a quick start guide. And then you also get a Insta360 case, which I hardly ever use, but it is here anyway. It's just a cloth case. It's the same exact one that the Insta360 One X has. Now I'll slide down here. These two don't work very well together. So I slide this in here, and as you can see, it kind of looks like this. It's not really a great solution, so I don't often use this. I just use this. And also in here, they give you a 3.5 to 3.5 millimeter for the microphone. All right, so they include that. And then finally, there's these two other, well, there's three things left in here. One is called the Ulanzi PT20, and the other one is called the Ulanzi PT21. All right, Now, one of these is designed to hold, they're both cold shoe mounts, all right? But one is designed specifically more to hold the Rode Wireless Go, which is what I have over here, onto this kit. Okay, and the other is just to attach basically anything related to hot shoes. So if you need like to attach an extra light or something, or let's say you have another one that doesn't work well with one of these, you can go ahead and attach it with this other one. So note, these are branded by Ulanzi, and it is part of a kit collaboration. There is one major thing that is missing with this, but before I do that, I'll show you the one final thing here. This is probably going to be important if you are going to be shooting something extreme and you want to protect those lenses, right? So they give you an extreme version of a lens protector. I'll show that right over here as soon as I can get it out of the case. This is an extreme version, and you'll probably want to stick to basically Insta360's version of these things, because these are engineered to be automatically removed using their software. So this is actually a very fancy upgraded version that is not available in some of these other kits. And this looks like it's optically a lot more clear than the other stuff. And it fits right on top of here, and it protects the entire lens system, so that if something were to happen, you just replace this versus sending the whole camera in for repair. All right, so now what is missing from this kit? All right, I don't know, I don't think that they should really call this the ultimate kit, because it is missing the microphone adapter that is required for the Wireless Go to attach in here. All right, now if you open up the ports here on the side, you will see that it does not have any ports for microphone input. It has USB-C port, okay? And you're supposed to plug in that adapter in here, which then will connect to this thing down here below in a hot shoe. And then the microphone receiver will then hook up right over here. It's missing, right? So you're gonna have to factor in another $20 for that adapter. Thankfully, it's only $20 versus how much DJI used to charge. It's like $50, $60 for something that's compatible. So I'll have a link down below for those things. You should probably get that if you are going to use an external microphone, because you can't use it any other way. Now, one really cool thing, and I really applaud Insta360 One X2, Insta360 team for integrating in here, is that you can use Apple AirPods. You can pair them to your Insta360 One X2 so that you can just walk around with an earpod and have the microphone connect directly to the Insta360 One X2, which makes it a lot better to capture good video and, good audio to go along with your video while you're out and about. But the big thing that that I had a big issue with the original One X was that it had really crappy sound. So they've improved that tremendously. There's multiple microphones in here, so it's even directional, which is something that I really didn't like about the One X that I liked about some of the other competing brands, and they included that here. So that's great. I just wish that they would also be able to record, if you're using the microphone input, the 360 surround sound of this, along with the microphone input on here. All right, at this time, I don't think they do that, but it's something that they can definitely upgrade in firmware. So Insta360, if you're listening, that's something on the wish list. All right, so that's it for the Creator Kit. Whether or not it makes sense for you is really up to you and what you're gonna be shooting. If you are completely new and you're not sure what you're gonna get, I would suggest getting the lesser kit. It's either getting the Creator Lite kit, and I'll have a link down below for those as well, or the regular Creator kit. And that one does not have the extra USB. I think the main difference is it doesn't have the extra USB fast charger. All right, this is $50 in itself, but it does include the better selfie stick in my opinion, and that's this one. So get the Creator Kit Lite. If you are really on a budget, get the battery bundle, because the batteries are going to be a little bit hard to find even now today. All right, that's it for this video. Please give a like, subscribe for more. I'll catch you next one. Thanks for watching.